Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Greg Tech New Horizons. This is Zypher, and we're going to see how much we can get our brain jumbled today. This is going to be another fun-filled, content-loaded episode. One of the first things I need to get done today is figure out why this is not pulling up oil anymore. This is one of the taller spouts out of this area, so it definitely shouldn't be out of oil. Let's go down and see just how much oil we have left. Yeah, I'd say there's plenty of oil left here. Oh wow, both of these pools were connected. That's why, okay. Well, there's plenty of oil, so let's just try to move the pump down and see if maybe that's the reason it just ran out of mining pipes. What level are we on? 68? Well, it definitely didn't run out of mining pipes. I think it hit the bottom. Okay, while we wait for the oil to stockpile a little bit in our oil reserve, I figured I would show you some of the work that I've done. I've got an HV cutting machine now. I did add a bender as well. Even got the circuit assembler and the precision laser engraver. Now, after I did all that, I kind of loaded up on some circuits here, so we have a pretty good stockpile of circuits for now. Good being relative. But the project I'm about to work on now is to reassemble our clean room. I'm not moving the actual thing, but I am going to reassemble some of these machines real quick. Okay, our machines and our hulls are in place. Let's put some wires in here and hope nothing explodes. Our batteries in. Maybe they start to charge, or they don't start to charge. There they go. It just took them a second. Alright, let's go ahead and power her up. Last episode, we spent all this time making platinum. I think it's only time we do our due diligence and get some SMD diodes out of it. Just like that, we have our first stack of platinum SMD diodes. I don't know why I called them platinum 2. But boom. I'm going to item auto output so that they just continuously work since it takes absolutely forever. And I finally got that quest done. Well, I'm just waiting on our electrotine miner in the nether that I just located, and I decided I was gonna try to get some iron kicked out. So I came over to the chemical bath where I processed a bunch of magnetite, and we have just all types of goodies. So let me collect this up, and I can show off something that I built before I started this episode. I keep coming back here thinking that I have the travel anchor here, and I built more and put one on each side. It's really annoying when I forget about this. But I crafted this multi-smelter, which is pretty cheap, and put in some Canthal coils to improve its output. And I just want you guys to see how effective this is. I'm gonna load it, and I'll give you how much time it actually took when it's finished. Literally, 16 minutes is all it took. And I didn't have to do anything with it. I didn't have to feed it with fuel, nothing. It all did it on its own. It is an incredible payoff for how cheap it was to make. Also, I highly recommend the disassembler. You can take any of your old machines and just scrap them for parts essentially, and it has paid off a lot. And I have just hauls to pull from anytime I need to make anything. This is a great machine to invest in. Our electrotune mine has done us well, I would say, and that's not even all of it, it's still going. But I've crafted up some blue alloy bolts. Now it's time we get some more workstations so we can make our first, I think they're IV circuits? Yes, mainframes, our first IV circuits. We just need, I want to build a couple of these because I know how much I'm about to use them. So I'm just crafting up some more workstations real quick and we'll get to the IVs. Brand new circuit assembler requires some soldering alloy. And it should start to work, I think. Or not. I did just add in the new NEI custom diagram feature, and I have to say it is absolutely incredible. Thank you, Sol, for that recommendation, and I think somebody else mentioned it to me too. Thank you. Okay, there's got to be a silly reason that this is not working at the moment. Maybe the wire's not connected. I bet you that's it. That's the culprit. There they go. Don't let me lose one on that 1% off chance. Ooh, I can show off some new equipment. I still need to put a drawer here, but this is my new arc furnace setup, which I'm realizing is kind of dumb. Because this could back up easily. I don't know. We'll figure it out in the long run, but it works. It does the job for now. I also added an HV extruder to the mix. I don't really need to do this. I'm saving the extruder, the HV one, more for recipes that are extremely slow, but I guess in times like this, it pays off. Our first IV circuits are in the works. One feature that would be nice for them to add is this electrical info to the bottom. That way you still don't have to switch tabs again, but it's nice. I'm not complaining. I really love this as an initial way to figure out what you want to do. Boom, boom, boom! Mainframes are completed. Space race is unlocked. That's why I wanted 2 IV tiers. I might as well start working on this. I'm gonna have to kill the wither and get into Thaumcraft. That's gonna be super fun, not really, but I could start to do this easier stuff first. Alright, before I get too deep into the NASA workbench and all the stuff needed to get to the moon, speaking of which, I decided to do a little bit of cleanup and maybe addition of some more multi-blocks to help ease our processing as we try to go there. I disassembled our hydrogen sulfide processing system and replaced it with the electrolyzer comboed with the super tank. So this will be our main oxygen source right here. And in turn, since that area is cleared up now, what I've done, this looks a little bit crazy at the moment, but it won't here in a second, is started another large chemical reactor for the hydrogen sulfide processing. Now, I noticed when I was looking at the recipe for it, they've actually simplified it so I don't have to do multiple processes. I can just use minimal hatches with the program 24 and it'll convert the hydrogen all the way into sulfuric. So let's get this bad boy set up. I went ahead and did some of these. Matter of fact, I can explain it real quick. So for this one on the back, I have the energy hatch with the generator right here, the maintenance hatch in the middle, and then we'll add some inert casings. Matter of fact, I can do it while I'm talking about it. And then on the back, we'll do normal PTFE in the middle, copper nickel on the back side. It should just be inert casings around the rest aside from the front. The oxygen inputs for both of these chemical reactors I moved to the middle so that I can just pipe the oxygen straight up into here. Fluid input, that's for the hydrogen sulfide. Item input for the chip, which actually can go in. Now this should be the last thing. This has problems, which I have all the tools to fix that right now. Yes, I'm well aware I can put duct tape on this, but I'm just going to wait until I use up all these soldering alloys. Running fine. Nothing is an issue. Wonderful. Now we need some oxygen into our system because I have none at the moment. I did not void it, I've just run completely out. So let me figure out what's going to be my best route. I'm probably about to go mine something real quick to electrolyze, but I'll be right back. Okay, oxygen has started to be stored, meaning both of these input hatches are completely full. All that's left to do is input some hydrogen sulfide and the magic whack. 24 seconds, we'll be in there. Now we see if it outputs to here, and it does. One extra every 24 seconds with a lot less steps involved. The last modification I want to add is just simply, as long as not one is on here already, a pump onto the side that will export some sulfuric, slam into our reactor, which might have started up. No, there's no ethylene in here right now. I still need to set up my extraction method for distilled or diluted sulfuric and have it distilled and then put into here. But that'll be a project for another day. I can do that manually for the time being if I really need to. Honestly, I might just let it void because I don't really care. I've done some reorganizing before I start off on my crazy journey to the Nether and the Twilight Forest. But as you can see, the LV machine wall is completely gone, done away with. I've built all the items and set up the implosion compressor. I still need to fix its maintenance issues, but this is done. Relatively easy build. I reorganized our steam setup and recently learned about glass panes and how you can use them to cover tubes, and I thought that looked really freaking cool. I added a buffer in for our water for the steam boilers. That way, anytime I need to break and replace them, they'll fill up really quickly. Majority of the machines that were still LV have been upgraded and brought down. So this is my little sub workstation. And then these are all the HV machines I have currently. I even just added a turbo centrifuge here and forgot all about the fact that I had all this to get. The alphabet. Now, for the longest time, I had an LV scanner over there, and I really hated getting new seeds and having to walk all the way over there to scan them. So I've added a little station right here, which is annoying as hell to run the fuel line to. Just kidding, I did not run the fuel line. And a little bit of a crop update. Blaze reader going good. I finally got another mica plant and have the mica ore, the only mica ore I have, placed under it so it can fully grow, and then we'll start breeding up the mica plant. I have live roots going. I just got a better seed 560 for that one. Creeper weed breeding and red wheat, so crops are going good. Oh, I also got this second Argentina plant for silver, which I'm stupid excited about. I don't know if I already mentioned it, but I do have some candleberries, so that way I can make hardened leather, because here soon we're about to get into Thaumcraft. This is the only other thing that I did, and I didn't really record any of this because it's really just me making machines. You can look at the recipes, but I moved the rubber setup down here, so our sticky resin stockpile is right here for now, and then sulfur for right here, which has an assembler with all the rubber and outputs to this chest. Leading me to my final point, I have pretty much everything for the NASA workbench now. The assembler, the display, everything for these robot arms. The only thing I'm missing, the Nether Star. So what I've decided to do this time, because I've explored the Nether decently and still haven't found a Nether fortress, I'm going to get into EnderIO and make a powered spawner. So I'm going to make a soul vial, capture a wither skeleton, and then probably just set up an area somewhere, maybe on another one of the mesa mountain thingies, and have a wither skeleton spawning area that I can just mass murder in and get all the skulls that I want. Luckily, to all the centrifuging and special processing I did for nickel, I got a bunch of cadmium, allowing me to make these 4 batteries, which will complete the batteries quest. So we have some energy storage. I also have the materials for a fluid tank. which will unlock access to the simple RF power for liquids. There's the combustion generator. The torture device has now been acquired. Take a trip back to MV and get the soul vessel quest. Both vials have been acquired. Now let's see. The soul eater. Oh, we're gonna need an Enderman head too. This is gonna be fun. And ladies and gentlemen, if you look here, we have our first victim in the works. Alright, I got my damn cleaver. Now, I think my lair down here is the perfect place to spawn one in. And I have a soul vial just in case he's a regenerating. The blinding. Give me a head. No head. No head. Ooh. What was that? A big head and... Okay. Interesting that I got 2 heads from him, but that's exactly what I wanted. So, since I have another egg, let's just see what happens. An icy. Ooh. He's so icy. Not enough for my sword. Okay. Well, at least I got the head I was looking for. The only issue I've come across is I need vibrant alloy. To get vibrant alloy, I need nichrome. So I've mixed all the nichrome up and it's just going to take absolutely insanely long to get it. So while I'm waiting on all of this nichrome to finish smelting, you can see the EBF is working its ass off. I'm going to mess around with the crops, and I'll spare you, because I know most people find the crops boring, but I get a lot of entertainment out of it. See, this is one reason I get so much entertainment, because I randomly get such high tier plants out of crossbreeding. I have like really good luck. Thank you, Mycadia. Alright, ready for hiccup number 3000? In order to cool these hot nichrome ingots, we need an HV vacuum freezer, and I currently have it running on MV. So, no problem, right? We can build an HV energy hatch. All this is relatively easy. The low power chips, you just need air lens or yellow garnet, and I happen to get an exquisite yellow garnet from the Twilight Forest, one of my miners. And then these high voltage coils are very easy, just some energetic alloy, 4 ingots in the wire mill. This is the main problem right here. I need helium, and for whatever reason, this damn gas is extremely gated. But what I'm going to do is distill refinery gas down into helium. But to get refinery gas, you need a chemical reactor with either natural gas or sulfuric. I'm going to go with sulfuric. And this we have to distill heavy oil to get a crap load of sulfuric. So luckily I had an extra slot that didn't have anything in its space, so I put a tank here and just used the same distillery that was making heavy oil, changed the chip, changed the direction, and it's now making me some sulfuric gas. So I just need 64,000 of this to get 1 helium cell, and we'll be well on our way. Look at this thunderstorm, and when it lightning flashes, lights up the sky. I was not going to do it now because I want to show it off. Oh, it's so pretty. Sometimes I just come up to the top of the base to do something up here and there's a lightning storm and I'm like, whoa. And here's our first little bit of helium. This is going to take absolutely ages to completely process, but at least I know it is in the works and we'll have our HV energy hatch soon. Back to AFKing I go. Alright, hopefully I should be able to make this 10k cell. Auto deposited. And without further ado, it needs to go in a canning machine. Great. I almost forgot I had this guy over here. I was worried about making a new fluid canner, but that I do not need to do. Let's turn off the fluid auto. Boom, we finally have a coolant cell. I swear this is one of the most biggest pain in the arses to make, but luckily it is done now. Well, one of the hatches, I still wanted to get another one. Alas, we have a turbo generator to match the hatch. Now I just need to install. We still got a little under a stack of nichrome to process, but it's been working, gave me enough time to do all of this, and I almost put that down without thinking. Turbo goes down. Now I should have the ability to fully cool these off. Do I have to turn it back on? Oh no, I bet you. Was there coils involved with this? I don't think there was. Do I just have to reinitiate it? Is that the thing? Yes, that's exactly what it is. And here soon we'll start having some Kanthal cooled ingots. I said Kanthal, nichrome. And we just need to wait on the rest of these 56 to smelt. If you see, I have started the process of adding another EVF, but I realized very quickly that I need coils to run that second EVF, and I'm already using this to process nichrome, so I can't make Kanthal, and cupronickel coils aren't going to process this any faster, so I'm kind of stuck right now. Probably should have made additional Kanthal a lot sooner, but that would add so much more time to this, so I'm just going to figure out other ways to stay occupied with my time until it's done. And 10 years later, we have our nichrome coil blocks being produced. Nichrome coil upgrade is ready. I'm about to disassemble this and scoot it back a little bit, which is going to offset the vacuum freezer too in the grand scheme of things, but I'm being OCD. After probably 10 good hours of real life gameplay, I present to you our second victim. This could take a little while. Oh, this one seems a little faster actually. And a short little wait later, we have the Ender Resonator, which is the final piece to complete our soul binder. Well, I've got good news, and that's we've got 2 blast furnaces now, and hopefully this one will start to cook away. Oh yeah, we are making it. I now have 2 to run stainless for the time being because I need a lot. And I also got the vibrant crystals. So our next task is to go and grab a spawner. Now this becomes a game of don't die. See that? That's hell. And let it begin. I just need a spawner. That's all I need. Please don't destroy me. Oh, here they come out of the woodworks. Issue is I've got to stop the spawning like ASAP before this becomes impossible. Yeah, this is gonna take some time. And there's a skeleton one right here. Don't even technically need to do soul binding, I don't think. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Come on, get me to 100, get me to 100, get me to 100, get me to 100. Yes! Why do you have so much health? This thing has 400 health. No, you can't walk away now. There's a pretty, epic fight going on here at the moment. Just burning down all the bushes while they go. I'm just out collecting Endermen, don't mind me. Oh, we've got 1 Ender Crystal cooking up, and I've got the materials for 1 more after that. And we should be able to create the powered spawner. And alas, we have the powered spawner. The creation of life. Now all I need to do is grab myself 30 levels from here. That way I can make this powered spawner a powered skeleton spawner. Boom. Well, I've taken some time and set up our little room for the powered spawner, and I also realized that I would need to do this in the nether, so that way it'll actually spawn wither skeletons instead of just normal skeletons, so I could not make this on the additional mesa hill. But we have this for now, so I'm going to come out of the room, activate our force field, and hopefully that prevents them from getting out. Now all I should need to do is turn this sucker on and I can start harvesting some wither skeleton skulls. I'm definitely going to move this room somewhere over here eventually, just so that it's a little bit more uniform, but for the time being this should do. And are we going to spawn anything? Oh, there we go. Our first couple victims with the cleaver. And I'll turn this off just so that I can go inside and come right back out. Now this capacitor bank was probably going to run out fairly quickly, and eventually I can make another Stirling liquid generator and just load it with some diesel and keep that sucker going, but I just need, I don't even know how many skulls, but I need to kill the wither multiple times, and so I'm going to sit here and collect some skulls. Well, I've made some minor adjustments. Force field thing just really wasn't working out, so I decided to make a vertical one instead, and got some stairs so that I can pop up here and slaughter them as I need. And I also built an electromagnet, so that way anytime I kill them, I don't have to deactivate the force field. Why won't you get hit? There you go. Yes, I no longer have to activate or deactivate the force field. I just get all the skulls. And as you can see, I'm up to 18, so I can destroy 6 withers. Speaking of withers, oh hello there, ugly. Now I wonder how quickly I'll be able to kill you. That's my real question. Oh, pretty easily. And he can't seem to get out either, so that makes my life way easier. But for some reason, am I missing something? I haven't fought the wither in a long time. I think I might be missing something here. Yeah, I'm definitely missing something because he's just regenerating health. This is not okay. Well, that's my issue, is that I have to melee it now because of the shield, so I'm gonna let it regain just a little more health to get over half, so that I can shoot it one more time and get it to a quarter, or that, and then just run up on him and slaughter. Yes, sir. Exactly what I wanted. Should have gotten another star. Yep. So I now know how to do this moving forward, and it should be a relatively easy fight. So I'm just going to kill the wither over and over until we have 9 nether stars, and we shall be able to finally make our NASA workbench. Well, I needed a way to cage this demon so it doesn't completely wreak havoc in whichever dimension I decide to do this in. So I figured why not just record and y'all can be with me for my first test, and hopefully this doesn't go haywire. I'm already noticing I built the roof one too short. I think I'm second guessing myself, so I'm just gonna go for it. I hope this was a smart decision. We'll find out in a second. It might have been okay. It's gonna destroy some blocks. I'm well prepared for that. As long as it doesn't destroy me. Okay. Alas, we have the NASA workbench. Finally, I got another star plates, which is just a stupid process I feel like to have to do, but it is what it is. And I want to say here soon we'll be going to the moon, but that's simply just not the case. All that does is open up this lovely tab, and time to really grind. All this compressed. Luckily, I already have the implosion compressor. Well, I'm gonna call that the end of this episode. Covered a lot. I'm approaching that 30-minute mark, I believe. So I think it's only appropriate that we go ahead and end it here. I do want to apologize for how long it took for this next video to get out. I did a cross-country move and now live in a state 26 hours from home. But it's okay, this will be my new home. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed what you watched, and next episode maybe we'll get into actually building the rocket. I'm gonna spend a day or two getting some resources and kind of get back into the groove of making these videos, but fear not, we'll be going to the moon here soon. Thanks for watching. Bye now.